guys, look at this cute little fella. We think he may be a mountain dragon, like a beardy, but he's only a baby.
It's a rainbow. Ah!
He's just jumped down right near my foot. I don't want to step back and walk on him, but you can see him. You can see him just there. There he goes. Jesus, they can run. We just caught this little fella. Gorgeous little mountain dragon. They're a bit like a beardy, but without the big beard. Different colourings. I'd say he's only a few days old. He's a tiny little fella, but bloody gorgeous. Geez, they're a cute little lizard. You can see the size of him in my hand there. So.
And we will be putting him back where he belongs.
Yeah, we're going to go and let him go again, but we just thought we'd grab him and show the guys that may not get out here and see these cute little fellas. So I'll go and let him go, but there you go, little mountain dragon. Geez, they're a beautiful little lizard. Here's another little fella. Bloody everywhere.
He's so calm.
Turn him side on, Sue. How little they are.
His legs out the back.
So cute.
My adrenaline's going.
Okay guys, we are here at the, it's like a picnic ground area, but it's got some awesome old original horse and carts, and it is just fantastic. It is just absolutely oozing history, this place. It's hard to put into words, guys. If you get a chance, get out here. Get out here to Hill End. It is just unbelievable. The history in this place, being an old gold mining town in the turn of the century, there's remnants everywhere of the machinery they used. There's some old houses down the back. Some of the original buildings have actually disappeared now, so there's only signs up. I think they're like National Parks and Wildlife styled information signs where you can see some of the foundations of original buildings, but there are a number of old homes still here. The old hospital's still down there. Obviously it's not operating anymore, but it's just the old building. Even here on the floor, they're all logs that have been cut down into slabs like biscuits. It's pretty cool. Just the amount of old machinery. There's old, they look like old stationary style motors. This here is a cracker. Cobb & Co Royal Mail. That is so cool. Licensed to carry 14 passengers. Would have been a bumpy old ride with 14 people crammed in here. The canvas windows they would have rolled down in the wet weather. How bumpy would the ride have been? Metal wheels. God, it's just sensational. Big old storage box on the front. That was back before checker plate was even thought of. All horse drawn. Off-road hitch. So cool. It's just the whole town. We're going to go for a drive. We've just pulled up to have a couple. We're going to go for a drive back around down the bottom. There's a couple little side lanes and streets, but they're literally all dirt. There's only, I think, 2 tar roads in the whole place. Everything else is just graded dirt, and it literally looks and feels like a town that just got forgotten in time. It's so cool. Looks like it stopped in the 1800s and nothing ever happened after that. Look at this old beast. I'll just go around the other side where you can see it better. There's some machines where they used to pull the iron ore up out of the holes. This big thing that looks like a big bloody cupcake maker. I'll screenshot these as well and put them at the end of the video just for people that may be interested. There. Here's the little mini carriage, ore skip they call that one. You can see there where they went down into the ground. As you would have known you were working back then. 45-degree slope to get them out of the ground and all the way back up. Bloody phenomenal. God, the pioneers did it tough. We complain nowadays when we don't have internet, Wi-Fi cuts out, or you can't find your phone charger. Back then, 18 and 1900s, are out here doing everything by hand and hand machinery. It's just crazy. But I'll go around the other side of this old beast. R. Hornsby and Sons Limited, Grantham, England, eh? Back when the factories were in England and Scotland, before the Chinese dominated everything. These things were made with pride and quality back then. But you can see there, it's a massive stationary. It looks maybe steam or coal, like a coal-powered thing. I'm not right up on my history, so please comment below if you want to correct it. But yeah, you can see there, massive belt drive, big wooden cog. Give you an idea of the scale, folks. There's my hand on it. So that'd have to be, my hand spans 10 inches. So it's 20 inches, almost 2 foot across. And then it's got this massive belt drive you can see going up to the stationary press. Those there, you see these often. They're out around Chichester State Forest. I'll take a screenshot of that as well, but you can see there these massive big like piston heads at the bottom. And they were built driven by the wheel there, and it'd turn that whole thing around like a big crankshaft in a typical car engine, and it'd run these conrods and these big pistons at the bottom, and they'd pound up and down, and all the rock they pulled out they'd stick in underneath there and smash them down and get the iron ore out, or gold, whatever it was they were mining for. There's a sign there actually. Californian Stamper Battery, that's the name I was looking for, Stamper. So you can see there, God, unreal. So cool. I'll spin this camera around and actually so you can see the size of the scale there. I'm 6'2", and that's up above my arm span, so unbelievable. So cool. I'm not sure. This one looks like it's locked off, so this, oh, cool. This is a little blacksmith shed. So this is where maintenance would have happened once, guys. So you got your pit down the bottom there, which obviously I dare say probably used coal or coke or something like that to get the heat cranking up. You've got all the tools there laid out ready to go. So they used to heat up the metal bar or whatever they were working with, and then you got your anvil there so they can shape it. You can see an old horseshoe there see a horseshoe sitting on the point. Can't think of the name of that now. My dad'll tow me up the backside because he loves blacksmith, and he'll rouse on me that I can't think of the name of that. The point, horn I think it might be called from memory, but feel free to comment below, guys. Then yeah, you got the old vise, old bench vise there. They were huge, those things, but The idea being that supporting arm there, obviously in the big section, the foot at the bottom here, push against that post, and that helps with your leverage. So as you're winding the handle up, it gives you a lot more strength to hold it. Back in the day, a few more tools up the corner there, old spanners and stuff. And then yeah, up on the back wall, a few more bits and pieces, heap of horseshoes as well. You can see the horseshoes there. Just fantastic, so good. It'd be awesome to be out here one day when this is actually operating. Bring the kids and you could show them how it was done. So yeah, bloody fantastic. Love it. Love this history, guys. You've got to get out here if you're in New South Wales or you're doing a round trip. Honestly, it's half hour back from Sofala, probably hour and a half-ish from Lithgow, but just brilliant, unreal spot. There is a section here which I won't go into today because it is only open Monday to Friday, but there's a beautiful old homestead here, just gorgeous. I don't know who owned it in the day. Would have been someone pretty high up, no doubt. Town mayor or something at a guess, but oh, it's just stunning. It is closed off on weekends, only Monday to Friday. The building's actually open, from what someone told my wife. You can walk through there and have a look inside of a weekday. I'll just run you around the other side. I'll pause this. Yeah, so this is from the other side, guys. Beautiful old homestead. Now it is a picnic ground here, so even though the old homestead's not open today, we're here Saturday, the homestead's not open today to walk through, but you got the beautiful picnic area up the back with a gas barbecue and all, fresh water there, bubblers and the whole thing, so worth stopping and having a look at this spot. It's just bloody awesome. So we're going to go for a drive, as I say, after our cuppa, and we'll get a few still shots which I'll put at the end of the clip. I just noticed this in underneath the veranda. I think they were called a bellow from memory. I could be wrong. Please feel free to correct me. They used to pump them up and down, and similar to what they used when they smoked the beehives. If you've ever seen people smoking beehives to get the honey out, they use these, but they're only one that literally fits in the size of your hand. But this thing is leaning up against the brickwork. I'll jump in the shot and show you. It is friggin' massive. Look at the size of it. It's huge. So I don't know how they... I think, I could be wrong, but I think from memory, they used to connect these rods onto one of the stationary machines, and the machine would actually drive the bellow up and down. And obviously, because that's well, it's actually leather, very tough leather, but that whole thing would open and close like that, creating air up the channel and out the spout, which they would then use to fire up the furnaces and the other machinery for the things like the blacksmithing. So have a go at it. That thing's huge. It's probably 2 foot off the ground, but from the bottom to the top it'd have to be at least 6 foot. It's massive. So cool. They got all these old machinery up underneath, the old clothes dryer. See, we complain if the bloody Wi-Fi doesn't work or the washing machine's not working. How would you go having to wring your clothes through that? You used to feed your clothes in there and then crank this around and roll your clothes through. And if you had really wet clothes and you had to adjust it, this tap up on top would push down. There's a old leaf spring, looks like an old HJ60 cruiser spring. But it'd push that spring down, which obviously is under tension, being steel, and that would shove those two rollers closer together. So if you had either thinner material or less clothing, you could adjust the height. Nowadays you just push a button on your on your Chinese made washing machine and or clothes dryer, and it does the whole lot for you. There's another little machine there. Is it AB Kolu and Company, New York? I'm not sure what that not sure what that one does, but it looks like it's got a chute on the top. Oh, holy dooly! Wouldn't want to get your hand down in there. It's got a chute down there. Must be to put, I guess, clothes or something in, and all teeth inside there. Looks like it'll do some damage. There's your old axe sharpening device. Big lump of sandstone. Big bit of sandstone, so you same thing, you'd have some poor bugger cranking this handle around the speed you need and rest your axe or tomahawks, knives on there, bit of water. Bloody hell. I've got this big beast, not sure what this one does. Thomas and Corbett, Shrewsbury, England. Jeez, the old Pommies made a lot of equipment back in their day. Not sure what this one does. It looks like it. I could be wrong. It may be a washing machine. It's got paddles, four paddles in there, like a steam paddler, and then a chute up on the top here, and then you got the wire strainer basket. So whether it was a washing machine or something they put gold through, I'm not sure. Might be a good one to Google. But yeah, well worth a visit, guys, so make sure you get out here. It's so cool. Beautiful old homestead. Oh, it's just stunning. Oh yeah, sausages and fried onion rolls for lunch. Doesn't get any better than this. What do you reckon, Puds?
Awesome.
Bit of all right, Deb?
Amazing.
So we just pulled up by the side of the road, and in the middle of the paddock is this huge beardy. Have a go at him. He's had his tail taken off, but how cute is he?
I love that he ran straight to the rock.
He'd be a foot and a half long. We can put him under the fence.
Oh, there we go.
Is it on video, Puds?
Yep.
So we caught this little fella on the track at Mount Panorama. He decided to climb out across the track on the straight where you come up. Not on Conrod, but on the upside. So lucky he wasn't out on the bath. Happy life. See a little fella. Put him through there, under here. There you go.
Looks like a snake.
So cool, eh? What a bloody mission today. We come for a drive out here. We've just done Mount Panorama. Here's a bloody turtle sitting up on the wall, alive. Yeah, fully alive. So we've got one in the car already, just running back across the track here. Hopefully I don't get cleaned up. A bloody tortoise on Mount Panorama, of all places. The slowest animal, and he comes to the fastest road in the country. So we've already got one in the car. Now we've got two. Who wants another turtle? We're trying to get home. We've had a blue tongue. We just let the blue tongue go up in the bush so he didn't get squashed. And we get down and there's a bloody turtle down on the S-bins. Down near the, I don't know the name of the corner, but it's down there near where Dick Johnson went off years ago in the blue Ford. Pace corner. Anyway, oh, never a dull moment. That's so cool. Oh, my dream. I thought we'd just stop on the way out of Bathurst and get a shot with the gold Panna man, his big pan. Bloody awesome that. He's got his little box over there with his goodies, so how cool is that? What would that be? 15 foot maybe high? I'll get a photo.